What's going on, guys? My name is Kyle and welcome back to another episode of the Bathurst Challenge. Today, we have a very interesting car that I don't think is going to be the fastest around the track, but it should be quite entertaining. Massive shout out to Mogos for this suggestion. This is a Ford Transit or, quote, a creepy white van. I don't know why you thought to word it like that, Mogos, but here you are. Now, if you're new to the Bathurst Challenge and you have no idea what it is, you make a suggestion, I find a mod for it, we do 10 laps around Bathurst, and the fastest lap gets put on a leaderboard. So if you have a suggestion, leave me a comment below. If there's a mod for it, we'll do it. It's pretty straightforward. Now, I scoured the internet for a mod that was going to be acceptable, and note to everybody else, if you want to find a van like this, don't search creepy white van Assetto Corsa mod. You're not going to like what you find. So this mod specifically that we found is a 2005 Ford Transit van, and I'm very excited to see how slow it actually is around Bathurst. So without us wasting any more time, let's jump into Assetto Corsa and just see what it looks like. So here we are at Bathurst in our Ford Transit, and just look at it. Look how good this van looks. It looks like it is made for speed. Now, I'm not really sure whether I'm in Assetto Corsa or Courier Simulator 2022, but either or, this is going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Now, I haven't tested out this mod yet. I don't know how fast it's going to be. I don't know how hard it's going to be to handle. I genuinely have no idea. So, we're going to do an outlap, see how the car feels before we jump into our 10 hot laps, and just see what it's like to drive. So, let's just jump in and we'll give her a go. Alrighty, here we go. Chuck her in first and taken off. Oh, absolute blasting. 40 kilometers an hour already in second gear. I don't know if we're going to even managed to hit 100 before this corner. 75. Are we going to hit it? Are we going to hit it? 100, not even 100. 100 kilometers an hour now. We're going to get on the brakes, get it down into third. Oh, God, it feels like I'm driving an army tank. Oh, Lord. Okay. Going across the start-finish line now. Let's see how fast we can take the first corner. Getting to 90. No, come on. Get into fourth gear. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Gonna start braking late. Get her down into third. Turn her in. Beat it out to the outside of turn one. Try and keep that speed. Oh, this is going to be a very, very, very slow and painful lap. We're only sitting at about 89 kilometers an hour. I'm in third gear. I've got my foot planted. And with this slight incline, I don't think it's going to go very fast. I don't imagine how this is going to go getting up the mountain if we can't get over this little section underneath the Audi sports sign. 91 kilometers an hour, still not climbing any faster. 90, it's teetering. Let's see if it gets any downhill speed. 95, are we getting 100? 96? Into fourth? 101 kilometers. I'm not going to lift off this entire corner and see if we can make it. Fourth gear, turn her in. Turn her in. Oh, God, it's a bit of understeer. Losing some speed. Losing some speed. Let's just keep it in fourth. We're slowly climbing. 87 kilometers an hour. I don't want to drop it back down into third because it's just going to take too much time. Let's go up through the cutting now. Let's see if we can drop it down into second. Quickly. Oh, God, locked up a little bit. Locked up a little bit. Oh, God, through a transit sideways. Oh, my sweet Lord. Okay, going up to the skyline section now. This is going to take forever. This is genuinely going to be one of the slowest laps I think we've done at Bathurst. Oh my Lord. If it acts like that going through the cutting, I can only imagine what going through the S's and the dip is going to be like. Because this is a big boy. It is a very, very wide, very, very long van. And it's slow. It is so slow. I don't imagine our speed trap at the end on the last straight is going to be very helpful. But this is going to be, this is going to be a slow lap, I reckon. Yeah, this is going to take me forever. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut into my 10 hot laps, see how fast I can actually get this van to go. And we're going to come back with our fastest lap and just enjoy it together. So wish me luck. So here we go, fastest lap in the Ford Transit. Now this is definitely one of those cars that I was not sure of how it was going to go. I knew it wasn't going to be fast, but I wasn't sure how quick we could actually get it around Bathurst. So we're going to go on our hot lap now, heading into turn one, which seems to be taking forever. This probably explains why all the postal times are taking so much. We need to get these Ford Transits out of the system and start using Ford Mustangs to deliver our mail, because this is just ridiculous. Heading up the first straight now, we are just slowly getting there. There's not really too much else to say, because this is not the most exciting vehicle to take around Bathurst, especially on the straights, because it suffers. We are still in third gear. We cannot get it out of third gear with this slight little incline that's happening here. Ready to go underneath the Audi sports sign now. I reckon we're doing about 72 kilometers an hour. which is probably very quick for the Ford Transit. But now we've got a bit of a downhill section. We're going to really gain some speed. We're probably going to hit 90 kilometers. I don't want to brag. Heading into Griffiths Bend now, there is absolutely no need to brake. Lift off a little bit, get the nose turned in, and then power down immediately. It does go a little bit wide, but I'll take that for not having to get on the brakes at all. Heading up towards the cutting now. This is definitely one of those things that we could probably get on a push bike and do faster. However, the Ford Transit may make up for it in the other half of this lap. Now heading into the cutting, getting off the throttle, getting down into second gear, hold it down to the left, and power in, get it on the outside line. This is definitely one of those cars, because it is so slow, that getting the line right is all that really matters. And it gives you the opportunity to get your line right, because it's not that quick and it's not that difficult to get on the line. So we're going to hold the inside line here, get up into the Skyline section, and this is where we really need to have a nice smooth transition into the downhill part of the track. Any time lost here is going to really hurt us in the last part of our hot lap. So going to the left here, feeding it through, want to get to the left-hand turn before the S's, but like I said, could probably do this faster on a push bike. Heading down into the S's now, underneath the 7 News sign, we are doing about 85 kilometers an hour. Not that quick. Holding down the left-hand side here, we have no real intention and no real needs to scrub off that much speed, because we're not going that quick to begin with. Down through the dip, and now holding it to the left, you can really throw this van around. Like I said, you're not going that fast, so you don't really need to overthink how quickly you're going to take this car around the track. Heading into Forest Elbow now, keeping it clean is the most consistent, most important part right now. Through Forest Elbow, going a little bit wide, but again, not really getting on the brakes, so there's no real need to scrub off any speed. We can sort of hold the throttle down and hope for the best. Now we're going down the last straight of Bathurst. Let's see what our speed trap is going to be. Can we crack 140 kilometers an hour? I don't know if that's really a possibility in this absolute behemoth of a vehicle, but we're going to take our chances and hope for the best. Heading into our speed trap now. How quick can I get the Ford Transit? 151 kilometers an hour. We're breaking the speed of sound, baby. This thing is made for speed. This is a racetrack series if I've ever seen one. Going down at the chase now, we want to try and get on the brakes at about 100 meters, because we don't really need to worry that much else about the speed, because we're not booking it. Into the left-hand turn now, over the curb, just mount it. No big deal. You can, or send my addition tape to the Nitro Circus right now if you'd like. I am killing it. Underneath the Liquid Molly sign, we're going to get down into second gear, leading into our last corner to try and get as much speed on that exit into our start-finish line to finish our hot lap, braking at about 100 meters, not really having to worry again too much about the speed. Over that left-hand curb, beating it out to the right and power down. This is it. Stretch to the finish. Power down, baby. Let's go. How fast? 338.084. Absolute land speed record in the Ford Transit. Let's go. So there we go, fastest lap in the 2005 Ford Transit is a 338.084. I don't think any of us are surprised that it's a mid 3-minute lap, but I am surprised that it was below the 4-minute mark. I genuinely thought this was going to be around the same pace as the Volkswagen Beetle, the Reliant Robin. It was going to sit at the bottom of that pack. So looking at the leaderboard, this is where it currently sits. It's right at the bottom of that top pack. There is a little bit of a gap still between the two bottom cars and that top pack, but the more cars we fill in here, the closer that gap is going to get to closing. But I mean, all in all, I'm not really too surprised the way the lap turned out. It was a much funner car to drive around the track than I thought it would be. The first lap or two is pretty boring because it's slow and it's heavy and it brakes really weird, but when you get the hang of how hard you can actually take it into some of these corners, especially through the S's and the dipper, it was a lot funner than I thought it actually would be. So same as always, if you want to test out this van on this track, I'll leave both the links in the description below. Test them out. Let me know what your lap times are like, because I guarantee you're probably faster than I am. Another massive shout out to Mogos for the suggestion. Thank you so much for being involved. I appreciate you. If you guys have any more suggestions on anything that you want to see do the Bathurst challenge, leave me a comment below. If there's a mod for it, I'll do it. It's pretty straightforward. If you guys like this video and you want to see more of the content I post, don't forget to leave a like. Also subscribe. I post new content every week, and I mean, you don't want to miss them. If you want to join us on any of our social media, I'll leave all the links to everything in the description below. We have a great community of people, and I'd love to have you there. If you want to come and see us race some cars live, or if live streams are just more your thing, we stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll leave all the information in the description. Let me know you found this video. I would love to have you there. Other than that, I'm going to leave you guys to it. I love your faces. Brr.